And it's another warm welcome from the Bilac Studios in Lefkosha. My name is Jan Ghazi and you are watching A Cup of Conversation. It's always great to have old friends back in the studio, and I'm very honoured to have the lovely singer, Miss Oklahoma, diplomat. She is a wonderful lady, does work for charity, philanthropist. She is Dimitri George Mustafa Oğlu. And not only is Dimitri joining me in the studio today, but we have an old friend, long time no see, maestro, pianist, Ralph Kasimov, who is a man who has great talent and is also teaching students here in the TRNC, a very important man in his own right. And the two of them together have got another fantastic concert coming up in a few days' time. Please watch this programme and we're going to have lots of fun. So welcome once again to A Cup of Conversation. Dimitri and Ralph, welcome to the programme once again.
Thank you. It's good to be back and together.
And together. Long time since you've been with Ralph on the programme.
It's true.
You always have Perry with you, or Edje, or Hafidje.
Well, I take my protege with me because she's interested in what I do in musical theater and classical music, so it's a lot of fun. But Maestro was the first person I met here. Fikri Toros introduced us, God bless him, and he will be our MC for the evening for the concert, the Puccini Plus. And Maestro and I thought we'd do something different. It's a short concert, short, sweet, and sort of a mezzo sopra of Puccini.
Very nice, very good. So, Dimitri, you are here today to talk about music and the concert in particular, which is going to be at the Kami Church.
Yes.
And the concert is Puccini Plus.
Yes.
And it'll be on the 3rd of August,
Exactly.
which is a Saturday.
Right, and for 50 tele donation, they get the concert and a glass of wine and
Lovely.
games and surprises.
Fantastic. Well, it's always great to have you here. Pleasure to have you,
Thank you,
in our
dear.
studios, Dimitra. And also, welcome back once again. It's been many years since we last spoke. About 7, really?
Yeah.
You have a good memory. I had to go back into my, Facebook photographs to find out when we last met. But welcome back, Ralph Kasimov. It's great to have you here. You're looking very well. Fantastic. Touch wood, as they say.
Wood.
Don't want to tempt fate. Touch wood. But how long have you been here, Ralph Bey? You've been living in Cyprus for many years, haven't you?
15 years.
15. Where are you originally from, though?
I came from Moscow, and I stood here. Now I'm very happy because I'm married here with Turkish Cypriot lady.
Yeah.
She takes care of me.
Oh, and Ayla Hanım's the best cook.
Yeah, and all my works depends of her. I can say that, it's frankly, because I'm extremely lazy man. I can say that. No, it's true, true. But Madame Dimitra, she always makes me like electricity, gave me some electricity power, And when I'm going to relax, telephone call, hey Rauf, let's do something, let's sing, let's play, okay. Now program Dimitra chose for this concert is extremely interesting. You know why? Because before we made many times, I lost the number of our recitals, but that time its program is absolutely serious. It contains Giacomo Puccini, it's music, it's serious music, it's opera's music. There is no such some easy pieces. And I hope people who will come, who will attend this concert will be happy. And I will try all my best, because it is difficult to change orchestral accompaniment only with piano. It is extremely difficult.
Yeah.
And Dimitra.
If anyone can do it, Maestro can. So
Yeah.
I'm very lucky to be supported by him. I was fortunate enough to study with a Puccini expert in Florida. He was Pavarotti's conductor, Anton Guadagno, when I was the resident soprano for the Palm Beach Opera. And I learned a lot about Puccini. I learned how tough it is to sing him. He has retards and tempos all over the place, but for acting. And I have to say, somewhere between Puccini and Verdi, that's where I learned to love opera. And Puccini started the Verismo movement which was real life situations. Instead of make-believe or fairy tales like a Queen of the Night in the Mozart operas. This is real life, people who are poor, people who die, who get sick and leave people weeping. So Puccini really touched hearts with his writing.
Yeah. It is something that we all know you for, because when we read about you, you are a Grammy list nominee, and you are actually a proper opera singer. Although the last few years here, you've given us a more light-hearted look at your work with musicals and other show-stopping songs that we all love from musicals and film. But actually, this is your forte, isn't it, really?
I can't be honest and say that, John. You know how much you and I love West Side Story.
Yes.
I started in musical theater. However, my mother was a big opera fan, and every Saturday she listened to the music from the Met.
Yeah.
And Saturday was house cleaning day, and I hated opera so much, I would take the vacuum out, the Hoover, and do my chores of the day vacuuming, so I didn't have to listen to it. But it stuck. And I will never forget how I learned Un Bel Dì, listening to Maria Callas as I vacuumed in the house. I'm grateful that I did. I mean, I'd never wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be a school teacher. And one day at church, my mother sent word down. She was the organist at church and said, "You better come upstairs. The choir didn't show up. There are 8 inches of snow on the ground. We need you." And that was, I was 12 years old and this tall, and I stood next to my mom in the choir and sang, and that was sort of the beginning of my career.
Yeah. Lovely beginning, lovely. But I always think of you as, you know, as the opera singer, because that's what you are famous for, even though we do like the musicals and the big show tunes. This is not the first time that you have performed together. Like Ralph Bay said, he's lost a number of times that you have performed together. But this is the most current one now, coming up on the 3rd of August,
yes.
Coming Saturday. So what's it like to come together again, just the two of you?
We make magic. We're both Scorpios.
Yeah.
We're great artists in our
Dangerous
own...
pair.
Dangerous
pair.
There's 3 Scorpios now in the room.
Yes, here we are.
Yeah.
And we don't always agree, so I agree to listen, he agrees to listen, and then we work it out. And also we have that we're both cancer survivors in common, so we take things at a pace. Mm-hmm. We know what we can and we can't do, but working with Maestro has been the joy of my life. I've worked with huge names in the opera companies in the United States. This is my gem right here.
Lovely.
And my blessing for being in Cyprus.
Oh my God.
Really, yeah.
We're so lucky, fortunate to have a maestro like Ralph Kasimov here.
Yes,
Such
you are.
words.
You don't know.
No, really, though, seriously. In North Cyprus, you know, there are talented people that need to be nurtured. You know, it's no good being able to play the piano or musical instruments. You need to be nurtured and for that talent to be developed, like you with Perry. And I know that Ralph Bay, you know, you have students that you you're helping along the way in their journey.
Now, you know, before coming here in your studio, in a nice program, you know, I thought some Shakespeare's, you know, plays came to my head, into my head. It's Feast the Plague Time. You know, it's a very famous play, right?
Yeah.
You know, Feast at the Plague Time. What I'm doing, I'm teaching young people, students, to not only to play piano. It's of course, it's not easy, but it's not the most important point. I'm teaching them how to be a human being, normal human being. Because I know many musicians who is very nice pianist or violinist or, you know, singer, but they as humans they are not good. It's interesting, you know. It's
very interesting
how it's match, because on stage it plays beautifully, everything is good. But at life, at normal life, they are showing absolutely ugly faces sometimes.
That's unusual because I always think of people who are musical, who are gifted in the arts, should be, you know,
as well. I thought like
good
that.
personalities, humanists. But so you try to teach them to be.
You know, in history, it's very interesting matter when Michelangelo, this great sculptor, Italian, you know, for make his Christ. It is legend, but I believe in this. He saw the real human who was crucified, and he made his drafts. You know how it can match, you know, humanity. You know, this is genius and bad. Doing bad things, you know, how can they go together, you know? Now, I have few students now in North Cyprus who I believe they will be very famous. If some outside things will not make obstacles for them. One girl, she's my favorite. Dimitra, she knows her, you know, Pelina Jajar, for example. She's 6 times winner of international competition, 6 times.
Wow.
One girl, she's in the United States, girl Seftepe, she 10 times she won prizes, you know, around the world, in
and
Italy.
From here, it's incredible.
Yeah,
it is incredible.
And I'm happy that I a little bit some, you know, in this country in future, there maybe somebody will memorize, you know, oh, Raul Kasimov, yeah, it was good guy, good teacher, you know, maybe after 10, 50 years, maybe.
Yeah.
No, Maestro, they will remember you and your influence.
Now, Dimitra and our together works, you know, always gave me some, you know, this happiness, you know why? Because Dimitri is mostly, she's show woman.
Yeah.
Show. It is her plus, big plus, you know, in her musical character, because always I'm waiting for something new, something agitating, you know, and she's doing that. Sometimes I get angry because I can't understand. We are Scorpios, but sometimes we male and female Scorpios, you know. Oh my God, what are you doing? It's impossible. No, please. You remember hats? You forced me to put on. Oh my God, sombrero. No, I can't play piano with sombrero. Sorry, people know me, you know. She said, no.
And the Abbey. Yes.
It is the way how to our concert recital must go, you know.
But I think that's the good combination because, you know, you're different in personalities in that respect where you want to be, you know, just Mr.
Like that.
Ralph, coffee and water, Ralph Kasimov on the piano. You know, he's very, very humble. But then Dimitra is there and she's a big American superstar. She wants to show the world her talent, share the talent and guide everyone. So I think it's a good combination, don't you think, though?
It's fantastic.
Dimitra.
Couldn't be better.
Yeah. It's good. Chalk and cheese, you know, black and white. It's different. It works.
That's
It's
what it
like
takes.
piano
Yin and yang.
keys.
Yeah. Yin and yang.
Piano
Absolutely.
keys, black and white.
Black and white, yes,
You know,
definitely.
in this program, maybe it's, you know, I'm asking Dimitra in future, make one program for me special, because I'd like to hear how Dimitra sings standards, evergreen jazz standards.
We're doing. We have a plan. We've been asked.
Because it is, for me, it is absolutely, it is high level of music production with piano and vocal. You know, it is nobody. There is no drum set, there is no bass guitar, nothing. Just piano. And I saw one program I don't remember the singer lady, jazz woman. Pianist plays, you know, looks like he's from, you know, from space. You know, he's playing, dum, dum, and the lady sings, and she's dodging, you know, around the piano and pianist, and finally, she goes on the piano, she lay on the piano.
That's my...
And she sang,
you know.
she continued singing, and pianist absolutely no reaction. He just and she lay on her,
yeah,
you know,
looking at him,
and she sing in directly to pianist. And at last he puts last chord, bam, and she's.
That's good.
It was
Okay,
fantastic.
Maestro, I'll phone that in for you.
No, I don't force
I'm always on the piano here at the Abbey. Now we have a proper baby grand at Carmi.
Yes.
We can do some wonderful things.
Thanks to George
yes.
Ward, you know.
Yeah, George Ward, yes, I know of
Wonderful.
George. In fact, mentioning the baby grand, somebody recently was saying that it's quite difficult to get a baby grand in Cyprus because, you know, for concerts with people coming from abroad who need to perform here and they need a baby grand, but we don't have such... You can't really move them around, can you, either? They shouldn't be moved, should they, pianos?
Sorry. There is... it is not so difficult. Why you... it is not difficult. It just needs...
It's quality,
some,
Yeah.
government. Ministry of Culture, I don't know, government. It is cost not too much.
Yeah.
It's not too,
But,
it's not
you
so
know,
expensive.
we just need somebody
You know,
to do
for
it.
For example, someday it's Yilmaz Taner, very, how I respect him, you know. It's first, they brought, maybe 20 years, 25 years ago, brought Bösendorfer grand piano,
At the Abbey.
staying in the Bella Pais Abbey right now. It was absolutely good move. I played several times, many times on this piano, you know, but no such a piano. I can't, you know, compare. Even this in Carmi Church, it is not so for concert, you know, piano.
And our weather conditions aren't conducive to pianos here. I have to tell you, I didn't bring my Steinway because I was afraid of the heat here. I left it in America. I miss it. You'll have to come there to play it, Maestro.
Bring me.
Okay.
Take me.
So, Dimitri, tell us about the concert then, because, you know, you are very busy. I know you have your family over.
Oh, my gosh.
And you have your grandson here as well at the moment. And so you're fitting in all this, rehearsals with Maestro. But the concert, again, you're giving back. You're raising money for the Carmi Church.
Yes.
And so we can get tickets on the door?
Yes, you can. And quickly, I do want to say, Maestro and I are picking a date shortly for a toast to Hollywood. Next year, we are doing for a charity. I'm not going to say who yet. I'm keeping it under wraps, but he will get that wish.
All right.
And I have this absolutely gorgeous Liberace jacket that Maestro will be wearing for the concert.
Not again, huh,
I'm
Ralph?
bringing it to your house this week,
But
so you can see it.
Liberace, my... this, you know,
at least it's not a sombrero this time. At least it's not a sombrero.
Do you know Liberace?
Yeah, I remember Liberace. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
You know, first I didn't hear that name until 89.
Yeah.
I used to work in Iraq, in Baghdad, as a musician, as a professor of, and. I saw Saddam Hussein. I played a Greek concerto, in front of him, you know. And it was a man, absolutely fantastic man. He was consul of Turkey in Baghdad. Ahmet Okçun, it was his name. He came to me because I didn't speak Turkish that time, absolutely no one word. We talked in English, and he said, Mr. Rauf, this is video. You remember this? Video, just watch, because it was our celebrity evening. I like you will listen, and the same program you will play. I put in my video player, you know, oh my God, who is this guy? He was, you know, 10 rings with diamonds, you know. You know, absolutely, very good pianist. Very good pianist. He was from Polonia, you know.
Yes. But he had a gimmick.
And I made potpourri the same pieces as this. And you know what this Turkish consul he made? He made a costume for me, special, like he made mask. He gave me
Liberace.
mask.
Can you imagine?
Mask
Oh my God.
and rings. 10 fingers with heavy rings, you know?
How can you play the...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Listen. And how he did introduce me in the audience, he said, somebody told us, it was 89, don't forget,
Yeah.
that Liberace is dead. But no, he's still alive and he's here. And curtains opened, I came and started playing all this. Oh my God, it was Russian, Soviet Russia, this ambassador also. He was, look like this, you know, what
See,
is this,
Maestro's
you know?
a fantastic musician and a straight musician, but he has fun also. I heard you play many nights popular music when you were at Kratos, and we were in heaven. We didn't want to leave listening to you. And he sings as well. So this union is fantastic. I mean, you give back to the community you live in. You know, we're saying these days, if you've been blessed, build a bigger table so more people can sit at it. Don't build walls. And this is something we need to remember today in this world with all the problems we're facing.
Yes.
And again, with what we're looking forward to in Cyprus of having friends across the border. I'm praying that music will be the language of love and friendship, and that music will open the doors to the two sides.
I believe that.
And I pray that we're a part of it also, Maestro.
But unfortunately, you say everything is right, I can sign under. But unfortunately, we live in very funny times. Times is
Very funny times. If we go into the times that we're living in at the moment, we're going to
Yes.
a lot of
It'll
things.
be another show.
It'll be another show.
Yes.
We can talk about politics another time
Yeah.
because that's a very big subject for Dimitra. I know.
No, I'm just laughing.
Yeah, I'm not.
When I'm reading news, I'm
Either you
just laughing.
cry at the situation or you laugh. So it's better to laugh in this world. Dimitri, coming back to the concerts, you brought some of your props in. I know it's going to look like it's going to be a fun evening again. You'll be entertaining the crowds. You know, Kami is a lovely, special village.
It is.
And the church is such a quaint little place, really intimate. Hopefully it'll be packed out on the night of the 3rd of August. And you've got other plans as well. But I know recently you were also honoured at the Dawn Vigil on the 19th of July for the 20th of July Peace and Freedom Day celebrations.
It was my honor to be able to sing the Istiklal Marşı after 45 years. It was our anniversary this year, our 45th anniversary, so it meant a lot to me because we got out on the last airplane, last 2 seats before Turkey came in for the peace operation. So it was a great honor, and I have to thank Hatice for arranging that. It meant so much to me. I almost cried on stage, but I'm so glad I was able to offer that to Cyprus. But the story was I made an adak that if we survived the coup that we were in the middle of, that I would learn the Istiklal Marşı and come back to America and sing it everywhere, and I've been able to do that.
You've done that, and it's so great to have you here on the island at that location where...
it was amazing that
it
we
must
were
have
here
been.
this year. I had to really pull back and not break into tears. And a few days before, an article appeared from Turk of America magazine where I was honored for my cultural sharing in the world, and that meant a great deal to me because my home is, I'm born and raised in Oklahoma, and Cyprus is my adopted love.
Yes.
So,
I know. You know, you've done such a great job over the years, bringing everyone together, crossing the oceans, Cyprus, in the Mediterranean, America. You've gone around America. You know, your husband, Mehmet Mustafa'oğlu, is very lucky to have you by his side, but he's a great ambassador for us as well in America.
Yes, and when we return, we have more plans to do things and events. We host very many things for Cyprus and Turkey when we're in the States. But part of my background is Italian, and so I heard Italian, I love Italian food, and so it made sense that I got sucked into Italian opera. I really didn't want anything to do with it. I was such a musical theater person, and I put 15 students on Broadway in lead roles from my studios in America, and I went, no, this is really my love, but opera is my love also, because there's an expression that goes an nth degree beyond the light, trite musical theater numbers, and emotion that you cannot deliver otherwise. I'm hoping that people who come to Carmi will see that, you know, you can buy a ticket and sit at the Met, but you're so far away you don't see and feel what the singer is expressing. And unless you're close to feel some of that energy, and with about 100 seats in the church, you're going to understand that this belongs to someone who's sending a message, and this belongs to a party lady, and this is the Puccini Plus, which we can't tell about, and this belongs to a princess whose story is linked distantly with the Turks, and this belongs also to the princess. I brought these from home, and this is someone's insignia in an opera, and very important, okay? So
fantastic.
They will see all these things and learn a little about Puccini, who was handed the mantle from Verdi. And education is necessary, that when our kids leave this place, they know a little bit about a little more of the classics, because it's history also.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We're running out of time, so before we say goodbye, I want to just recap everything again. Now, Ralph, you are based here in the TRNC. You have your own students. How can people reach you? If they want to find out more, maybe if somebody wants to take lessons from you, have a chance. Facebook is Ralph Kasimov on Facebook.
Only way to meet people,
and to come and see you at the concert as well. They can come and say hello.
You are also my friend, right?
Yes, definitely. And Dimitra, again, you are back and forth, America, Cyprus. I know you're here at the moment, but again, they can find you on Facebook if they want to find out more about what you're doing.
Or through you, John.
Yeah, through us. I know all of us are very, busy on Facebook. We use it quite a lot. So whatever's going on, you can find it there. Do we have to get tickets for the concert beforehand, or can we get them?
No, their donations are at the door.
At the door, right.
And you will hear Puccini's favorite, and then, again, some surprises, and then we have games for people who know opera questions.
Some quizzes. Oh my God.
I know people here love the quizzes.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a great evening, especially for all you opera lovers out there and Puccini fans. I'm sure you're going to have a great night with Dimitra and Ralph Kasimov. Don't miss this duet, this great chemistry between these two guys, because they are really good. I mean, last time, I'm not going to do it now because Dimitri's not very well at the moment and she can't really sing for us, although she always sings on the programme.
Oh, I can always sing for you.
Well, but, I mean, remember last time that with Ralph and you, Ralph had to do a tempo. We didn't have a...
no piano.
No pianos in the studio, I'm afraid. But we're going to have to try and get you a piano at some point. But do you want to end the programme with something? Can we...
Quando vengo soletta per la via, la gente sosta e mira, e la bellezza mia, tutta ricerca in me da capo a piedi.
Bum, bum, bum.
Fantastic, amazing. This was not rehearsed. Wonderful. Guys, thank you very much for coming in today.
You're welcome.
Good luck for the concert, or as they say in the show business, break a leg, but not literally break a leg.
Thank
Be
you.
safe.
We need
Enjoy
it.
your time with your family and with your students and your lovely wife as well.
Thanks.
And hopefully we'll see you back in the studio again. Maybe we'll have a baby grand in one corner one day, and you can play all day long for us. I'd love to hear it.
fantastic.
That's a dream come true one day. Definitely. Thank you very much, guys, and see you soon.
Here.
And with that, we've come to the end of a very interesting, very fun interview with Dimitri George Mustafaoğlu and Maestro Ralph Kasimov. Don't forget the Puccini Plus concert at Kami Church, Saturday, the 3rd of August. Be there or be square. Miss out on a great concert. Take care and see you soon. Bye-bye.